It is September 6th, Friday, over here in US of A, and we've got a new limited time series. The first of its kind. For the current version, we're starting with a classic 1957 Ferrari 500 TRC. By completing the limited time series, of course, we get to win the car, which is worth 300 gold, plus 25 gold bonus, and 100,000 racing dollars if you're counting those that as well. So, upgrade cost, my prediction is gonna be around 160, 170 range, probably 170-ish, because the cost of the car 300 plus the bonus 25, 325, right? Divide that in half, we get 162.5, 163. So they usually tag on a few extra on their in their favor, so that brings us up to about 170, I would say, give and take a few, right? So this limited time series is running through September 16th. It's a 9-day limited time series. So September 16th is Monday for those of you on the Eastern Hemisphere. For those of us in the Western Hemisphere, it would be the 15th of September, Sunday. So, check your calendar and plan accordingly. All right, so with that being said, let's jump in, see what this is all about. Ferrari 500 TRC Championship, earning 1957 Ferrari 500 TRC by 100% completing this special limited time series. Homologation special to respond to new regulations. The last 4-cylinder Ferrari built won the 2.0 liter class at the 1957 24 Hours of Le Mans. Pretty cool. All right. So here is the breakdown of that 25 gold reward, broken down into the 25% completion increment. So yeah, the total is 25. So when you divide it up, it's gonna be pretty dismal, right? As you would expect. But of course, the point of running this limited time series is really to win the car. Most of these limited time series, you cannot come out netting any gold, right? So it's typically a net loss if you're counting only gold, but you're coming out with a new car with a decent amount of upgrades on board, right? So that's something. So anyway, it is once again 15 tiers, and let's use gold and get this done right away so we can confirm all the PR requirement and whatnot. So PR requirement is 20.8 from what I understand. So let's confirm that. Of course, this car does have a bonus series. It's in Pro section, by the way, so fairly early on in your career. Vintage Track Classics, and that series features this Ferrari and another car, another classic, Jaguar lightweight E-Type. Beautiful car, right? So that series should be fun. Unfortunately, we cannot customize this car, can we? Because it's a Ferrari, which is a shame. But let's check out some custom or official liveries. It's pretty cool. And then the default, the silver bullet. It's kind of like Jaguar, right? Anyway, enough of that. Let's check into the series. So final tier, tier 15, the cup. Final cup is at Monza Road Course. And it's going to be 3-lapper. And the base PR of this car is 4.0, as you can see. When it's maxed out, it does go up to 26.3. But let's check out the upgrade status here. First tier should be all racing dollars. 2.5 hour wait time on these. So we got engine for 37,200. And we got drivetrain 34,600. And the body is going to be 27,500, usually the cheaper one of the cheapest. Body and brakes, usually the cheaper ones. And then suspension 31,700. Exhaust is pretty comparable, like 31,400 in this case. Brakes 24,300, the cheapest one. Of course, the PR boost is also kind of limited as well. And finally, the last category, tires and wheels, 29,100. So that will take 2.5 hours, but who's got that kind of time when you're making a video, right? So let's get that done right away. And it does boost the PR up to 9.6. And let's just confirm, is it enough to get past tier 4? Highly unlikely. What does tier 4 have? 9.9. We are 0.3 PR points shy of being able to collect, what was it? 3 gold, right? For 25% completion. So this is one of those series. If you're in it to win it. You're not going to be able to, as I was saying, come out net gain of gold. So something to keep in mind. But with that being said, I have a feeling this is not going to be a terribly expensive car to upgrade either. I mean, 160s, that doesn't seem all that expensive, does it? All right, so second tier upgrades. Yes, we got gold upgrades. So starting with 26 for engine, and then as expected, third tier upgrade is going to be racing dollars. But let's get the second tier done first. And 25 for drivetrain. So that's what, 51 so far. Body 20. All right, so that puts us at what, 71. Suspension another 22, so we're up to like 93. All right, so they're all in 20s. And then exhaust, same amount. All right, and brakes 18. And then tires and wheels 20. All right, so is that right? 153 gold. That is actually lower than my prediction of 160, 170s. What do you know? Sometimes we come out ahead, right? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 30, 40, 53. Yeah, look at that. All right, and that does bring our PR up to 15.2. If this limited time series is following the trend from the past, that should get us right up to tier 10. Like tier 9, we should be able to get through with that kind of PR, 14.9. So yep, that's the last tier you can complete, and tier 10 is going to be beyond the limits of second tier upgrades at 15.8. So all right, this seems like a pretty standard limited time series, except the gold cost is not too bad. So that's that. Now let's get those third tier upgrades and see if we meet the PR requirement of 20.8. So we need 5.6 more PR points from this third tier upgrades, which takes 8 hours. So starting with engine, 83,700. All right, it's racing dollars. Drivetrain, 77,900. And body, 61,900. Suspension, 71,400. And exhaust, 70,600. Brakes, 54,600. And tires and wheels, 65,500. All right, and the moment of truth. Let's see if this is gonna be enough to get our PR up to 20.8. Spot on. All right, so in conclusion, that means we this limited time series, in terms of gold cost, is gonna cost us 153 to upgrade the car to meet the PR requirement, and I believe the racing dollar amount is gonna be like 701,400 racing dollars total. And of course, we get 100,000 of that back, so it'll be like netting, not netting, we're spending 601,400 racing dollars. And in terms of gold wise, we'll be spending, I don't know, 128 gold, right? 153 we spend and we get 25 of it back. So there we go. All right, and then as always, let's run through each tier and see if we spot any troublemaker possibly, right? So starting with tier 1, we got Speed Snap at Hockenheim. Tier 1, we shouldn't have any trouble, right? At least that's my bold prediction. And I'm just really looking for any long circuit races early on, because obviously earlier we have those, earlier the car's gonna go in critical condition, and then, you know, we have to service it more frequently or run in red for a longer time. So, all right, Speed Snap at Hockenheim short should be pretty quick. I mean, it's a Speed Snap, right? And I think I know exactly. It's right after the first corner. Not the very first, actually. It's after the cut-in section for the short, Hockenheim short. You know what I'm talking about. It's not the first corner. It's the second corner. So, all right. In fact, I think the Speed Snap does start right after the first corner. The northern curve, right? Anyway, enough with that. And then we got Hunter at Monza Junior. So that's another short single lap. And then we got a Cup at Red Bull Ring National Circuit, 2 laps. All right, so it shouldn't take too long. I mean, with the, track day event, I feel like we ran around Red Bull Ring plenty now, right? Okay, moving on. Tier 2, we got Autocross. Once again, Red Bull Ring National Circuit. Followed by Speed Record at Suzuka East. So that's another short track, a single lapper event. And then we got Indy Road Course, single lapper. What is the PR requirement? 7.2. So you need at least a few of those first tier racing dollar upgrades done in order to get through the tier 2. So that's gonna be one of those, as soon as you start this event, might as well get those first tier upgrades, get going on those, right? So you don't get stuck so early on. Anyway, moving on, tier 3, we got head to head at Nürburgring sprint circuit. So once again, not terribly long circuit, and should be a single lapper. Yep. And then we got elimination at Daytona Road. All right, so elimination at Daytona. Is there a good spot to play a roadblock? Road course, I feel like is a little bit wider. There aren't as many narrow corners where you can play blockade. So, but we'll see. And then Tier 3, we got a cup at Bugatti Circuit. Just a single lap, so that shouldn't take too long. And the PR requirement for that is 8.7. So they're gearing up to make sure that we cannot get through Tier 4, as we've seen earlier, without any gold upgrades. And of course, as we looked at it before, no, even the cheapest gold upgrade is more than 3. Remember, the gold reward for 25% completion was 3 gold. So okay, Tier 4, we got endurance at Dubai Club and drag race at Catalunya Grand Prix. It's a drag race, so does the venue really make that much of a difference? Probably not. And the cup is going to be at Brands Hatch Indy Circuit, and we got a triple lap cup with the PR requirement of 9.9 as we checked in earlier. So yeah, if you got gold upgrades on the car by this point and got the 3rd tier upgrades going, I feel like even when your car is in critical condition, drag race should be doable. We'll see. I might end up eating my word, but we'll worry about that when that happens. But for now, let's move on. Tier 5, we got Hunter at Formula E Hong Kong. All right, we haven't done Formula E in a while. At least I haven't. At least running on that circuit. Berlin is fun, but Hong Kong, I suppose Hong Kong is better than New York, at least in my opinion. Anyway, then we got Autocross at Mazda Raceway, and the cup is at Suzuka East, another short circuit, 3 laps, and the PR requirement is an 11 now. Tier 6, we got Speed Snap at New York. Oh boy. Speaking of Formula E circuits, now they're just throwing it all at us. All right. Let's see. And then we got head-to-head at Circuit of the Americas National Circuit. All right. That should be a single lap, so that's not too long. And then the cup is going to be at Long Road Circuit of Porsche Test Track. 2 laps. All right. What's the PR requirement? 12 even. Okay, moving on. Tier 7, we got endurance at Mount Panorama, and then elimination at Spa. Let's see, and then cup at Silverstone International. Double lapper with the PR requirement of 13. We're going up a whole point here. All right, halfway point. Tier 8, we got speed record at Suzuka West. So slightly longer than East. And we got Autocross at Catalunya National. And we got another cup this time. Another cup at Porsche Test Track, Leipzig track. This time short road circuit. And we got 4 laps. And the PR requirement, another point up, 14. And moving on, we got Tier 9, head-to-head at the Brickyard Road Course. Gonna be another single lapper. Endurance at Silverstone International, and the cup at Melbourne. 4 laps with the PR requirement of 14.9, so not quite up to 15. All right, moving on. Tier 10, this of course is the tier when you need those 3rd tier racing dollar upgrades, the 8-hour ones done, right, in order to get past this one. So we got elimination at Dubai National, Speed Snap at Hockenheim National, And the cup is at Circuit of the Americas National. 3 laps. And the PR requirement 15.8. All right. Tier 11. We got speed record at Bugatti Circuit, autocross at Mount Panorama, and the cup is going to be a Nürburgring Sprint Circuit. 4 laps, so a lot of shorter circuit cup races, which I don't mind for this car, since it's not exactly a very fast car in modern standard, right? I mean, this car is, oh gosh, from 1957, so that's like 60 plus years old. So yeah, car's a grandpa, what can I say? Anyway, PR requirement 16.8. And moving on, tier 12, you need at least 1 gold trophy here to claim the 75% completion reward. I got a head-to-head at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix, single lapper, and the endurance is going to be at Monza Road Course, and the cup at Daytona Motorcycle Course. 3 laps, and the PR requirement is 17.7. Tier 13, we got elimination at Catalunya Club Circuit. So that circuit, of course, has plenty of places to park your car and just be a total pest on the circuit, be a roadblock. But I don't know, would there, well, I'll have to kind of run through and see if there are any. It's generally the speed events, like Speed Snap that we see here, Berlin circuit. Do we need to service the car? I don't know. That's difficult to assess with those newer circuits. I just haven't done enough of them, Anyway, the cup for tier 13 is at Mazda Raceway, 4 laps. Oh, that's a long one. And the PR requirement 18.7. All right. So we're nearing the end and we're beginning to get some longer cup here. We got speed record at Brands Hatch, tier 14 here. Speed record at Brands Hatch. I think if you run into trouble, you can always turn around at the beginning to get a better score than what would be possible if you were to run just straight forward, right? And the autocross is going to be at Spa, and we got a cup at Silverstone National Circuit, 5 laps. All right, so that's a relatively short circuit, so high lap count, always fun. And the PR requirement is 19.7. So we're getting to that 20.8 PR requirement for this final tier, tier 15. All right, we got head-to-head at actual Grand Prix circuit of Dubai, single lapper. And we got endurance at the 24-hour circuit. Remember, this car was the 24-hour circuit champion, but we don't actually have a cup race there. Of course, it'll take a while with this car, but yeah, you know what? Maybe the bonus series will have it, where we can run it at our own, in our own terms, right? Which is preferred way, I say. And once again, here we are, the final cup is going to be at Monza Road Course. This is a triple lapper with the PR requirement of 20.8, as we looked at it earlier. So, all right. So obviously, final tier, I don't think you would need any service. Tier 14 should be doable, even the speed record. Tier 13 speed snap is questionable. But I'm gonna say it's gonna be doable. And tier 12, I don't see anything that's gonna pose any trouble. And the tier 11 speed record at Bugatti circuit, I don't think that should be an issue either. Speed snap at Hockenheim National, where does that take place? See, That's the issue when you don't even know where it's supposed to happen. Difficult to assess, right? But for now, I'm gonna say this event is gonna be doable unserviced. Yes, another bold prediction here. And well, I guess you'll have to stay tuned for my playthrough video to find out if I end up, eating my words by running into a challenge that I cannot get through without servicing. But for now, I'm going to say I think I can do this without servicing it once. But anyway, why? Why not? Challenges are fun, right? In that sense, as long as you're not making it impossible, like winning by huge margin of victory and dig yourself into a deep, deep hole where you cannot even win the car. I don't want that. I still want to win the car. I just would like to do that in my own terms. So anyway, hopefully once again you guys found this video information useful, and yeah, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to comment in the comment section below. Share the video, like the video, subscribe to channel, do all that stuff, and we'll continue. I guess next video will be actually starting with the actual limited time series. So see you then. Take care. Bye.